Okay, an unknown person called in a bomb threat. They said everyone would get blown up during filming unless I reduced the working day to 8 hours. I mean, this is the shitty script with... No, I'll let them try. I don't care. This is the really low-level script with the other people that I don't really care much about. So yeah. Level 2, soundstage B1. And we have another one built now. This will be soundstage B2. So we have level 2 sound stages next to the level 1 sound stages now, which means we can make much better films potentially here too. No words needed is possible, and Rotten Fates is possible too. So why don't we go... Let's start Rotten Fates now, see if we can. So we got Philip, we got B1, and it doesn't quite give us access to the location qualities yet because we still need the props and stuff. Okay, hang on. Let's cancel the project really quick. We still need the props and stuff. How close are we on that? That's rolling edits. I need the line production office. No. Where? Oh my gosh, what building is it? What building was it? I thought I was already researching that. Pre-production. Okay, so 5 days. 5 days and then we'll have it. All right. Pre-production's done. I was like, I swear I timed this right. I have played this game a lot before recording this series, okay? I don't know if you can tell, but I played it a lot. I thought I timed that right. 5 days. Okay. So we have sets and props done. We're going to go to high quality props and costumes before we do sets. And we are going to spend to get that for 50 days quicker. We have another building we can... Oh, hang on. Anne Rose wants a raise. Public relations. You want more money? No. I know that's going to tank you hard, so let me just see really quick where you are. You're working on that double reputation for profitable films. Yeah, you really are not happy with me after that, but like... I just don't... Yeah. Well, you're just really sad, so I think you're probably going to quit, and then I'll have to redo that. I probably should have gave you the raise. Martin Ostro says, yesterday my friend got drunk in a party. She asked me to help her get home. We dropped by her studio on the way, and I must say I despise the Gernsteins, but their studio is impressive. Apricots growing everywhere, golden koi swimming in the fountains, marble sidewalk polished to a shine. I was offended when I heard that Gernstein brothers, what they call our studio, a barnyard. They say the only vegetation here is tumbleweed, and you have to cover your face in a scarf if you don't want to choke on the dust. I thought maybe we could improve the grounds a little. I mean, after all, the Gernsteins are no better than us. This would be a big plus for you, and all the people at the studio would be happy. All right, fine. So we'll do that. And so to do that, all we're going to do is go into the maintenance department, and we're going to say level of landscaping low, and we raise it to here. It just costs us a bit more money per month, and also costs us more in utilities. But if we do that, make the complainers happy, and you can see that the grounds will get improved. There we go. Yes. Our lead actor suddenly realized he's a whole head shorter than the actress playing his lover. Okay, Martin. Well, your happiness is going to go down, but I'm going to put you in heels because I don't want the movie to be worse. But on the plus side, I just did the landscaping thing for you. So there you go. Now I could bring it back down, but I'm going to leave it there. Medium is fine. I'm going to leave it there. Right. Risk of leakage is reduced. Whew. That's good because I really don't want that getting out. The bag. Can we please get this film done? It's taken forever. The quality has suffered enough. Let's get it out. The bag. I wish there was a bag. I'm going to put this one, I guess. I wish there was some kind of bag-like object in the thing. Okay, I'm gonna get this going to where I can hit both of these holidays. So I'm gonna go here. And again, we're gonna crank all these up to max, and now we want to go ahead and print. Okay. We could get this one, but I think I want to debut closer to this. So we'll go an extra week. 6.6. Let's get this to about, let's say 6,900. The second week, we'll get it down to maybe 6,200. The third week, we'll go down as far as 5,500. And then the fourth week, we want to bring it to, let's say, 4,600. Okay. So we're going to be renting a lot of theaters for this one, but that's okay. Now, this is the advertising campaign that's prepaid for us, right? So we're going to start advertising here, and we're going to go all the way to here. And this is the last one, it says, right? So you have to plan advertising yourself after this. This film is an action-adventure comedy, daring adventure, sidekick, treasure hunts. I think it's probably fine for the whole family. I think we could probably target the whole family with this one. I'm not sure it really needs... I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with any of this. So I think this is probably fine. The whole family could probably enjoy this treasure hunt movie. So we'll target everyone for this one. And we'll confirm, and then that is it. So every film from this point on has to be targeted by us, okay? So let's organize everything again for this. So this is a week before Christmas. It's already done. We just have to put it on the schedule. We're planning on the bag having 2 months. So we know the bag will end up being here, which means this film will be here. Okay. Now our entire theater can be used here. And honestly, you could probably move it back even a little bit more, because honestly, no, let's leave it completely out of the way for this one. So we have all of these films. We're not going to rent any theater space for this. It's a 3.3. We're already starting with a 3.1. And we're probably not going to advertise super well. I'd rather not spend a ton of money on this one. So I think maybe the first week I bump it up to a 2.84. That's about it. And then every week after that, there's no rented space. Of course, we're going to have the prints. Okay, now for advertising, we want to organize advertising again. We need to pick a certain period of time to do that with. We'll start with June 16th, and we'll go all the way to the end here. Let's go like that. For the advertising, we have a lot of different choices. All these different advertising agencies all have a description of what kind of stuff goes there. We have to decide, what is our film about and how do we market this, right? This is all on us now. We can't just say a whole family or just boys and men. We have to target specific demographics with these various different things. I'm going to pull this back. So this film, a week before Christmas, is an adventure drama romance. Hopeless romantic. Protagonist has self-doubt. That's not enough. Tropical island. Okay, so again, there's a lot of reading to this one because there's a lot of different ones here. In general, though, this one is a pretty broad amount of attraction here, and it's gonna be 40,000. So these guys are pretty broad. You can stop the video and read all of these if you want to. I have not read them all. The version I've been playing with only had 4 options. Now I have 8 options in front of me, so I have some options here I haven't read before. But in general, I think the radio is going to be okay. This one's going to be a good one. And let's do not the billboards. So an issue spark was banned in American schools thanks to a deep neckline on the cover. Naturally, circulation only grew. It's the only biggest publishing house for young masses. Okay, maybe that's not quite it. Pierre Zola. Newspapers, magazines, and radio stations to the intelligent, sophisticated man. I'm not really into that yet, necessarily. I think we can probably just start with these two. Mostly widely circulated papers in America. In a word, they're the press. If they're read at the bus stops, quoted in the kitchen arguments, etc. Okay, so we'll do this one. So $148,000 for this. I don't think I want to advertise that much. I think these two are fine. I don't think I'm going to get a huge Kino Mark score or anything for this one anyway, with being 3.3. So I don't want to spend a ton of money on the advertising. So we're just going to go there. So now I have 2 films queued up to be released back to back. I have, at this point, I've got like 2 months of movies already going to theaters right now. And then there's another one here, Escape from Springfield, that's coming along the way. with really bad actors and all sorts of bad things. And now we have post-production for this one. Another movie I'm not going to spend a ton on advertising for. We'll have our lower ranked people do this one. And honestly, because of how bad this movie is, let's just do our own sound studio for it. We'll just put our own sound studio, save some money that way too. Okay. So Rotten Fates is still not ready to go yet. And the reason for that is because I don't have the high quality stuff yet. So I think I actually want to shelve this project. I think I've decided to shelve that now. 1 second. Let me see about sets and props. I need this. Yes. So right here, I need to go about like that, right back by the back wall. And I'm going to use Luxta. I have 233 days. That's a pretty good amount of money for them, but like I'm still pretty short. I don't know about that, man. Hello, police chief. I've recently been hearing that our cinema is approaching the European model. A few years ago, I'd have laughed at the thought, but today, I must even agree. The portrayal of the characters, the nuance of the conflict, the attention to detail, even a sophisticated cinephile such as myself has to admit, we are seeing progress. And I have little doubt that this has something to do with you personally. This is why it's so strange to see policemen in films, even today, still acting like idiots and klutzes. How long can this outdated nonsense go on? I assure you, in real life, the police are a team of strong men and close friends, always ready to lend our broad shoulders to those in need and shield the persecuted with our mighty physiques. A true brotherhood. We're like the modern-day musketeers. Maybe it's time someone makes a movie that shows the police risking their lives for the people. Show everyone who we really are. I know how to show my gratitude. Having a friend on the force can be a big help in any business. Yeah, we'll release a movie for you in 2 years. It's fine. Cool. So this is going to give me a new story element called The Heroes in Uniform. Police officers, firefighters, or rescue workers demonstrate ostentatious heroism, flagrantly risking themselves to save others. So that's another script we have to do, and we have 730 days to make that happen. So, great stuff. Protection complete. Jane Fisher did not get attacked, but she'll probably get attacked this coming month. So we will continue protection because I think she's probably going to get attacked now. We have new technology available. A new camera is up for sale. Now, I cannot access that because I forgot what department it is because I'm just behind now. I think it's technical. Yeah. So in pre-production, you go to technical. This allows us to purchase new filming equipment. So once we got high quality costumes and props, I'm going to go for high quality sets. Then I'm going to move over to technical support so I can potentially get more cameras and stuff. I love the scouting office too. I'd love to be able to research more than one thing at a time, but I think that's just the balance of the game, you know? So that's just how it goes. All right, so we have aesthetic staff, so they're not going to be mad about bad like landscaping. I can bring it back down to 0 now if I want to. We can do enthusiastic newbies. Employees boost their happiness and loyalty when they're hired. Seems good. We can also go to ethnic composition. This is going to get me to basically have one of my I'm just spoiling things for you. When you get this upgrade, one of your actors is going to ask you to fire all the black people, basically. And then as soon as that guy asks that, you can either do it, and then you can hire them back. They're fine with that, I guess. I don't know. I haven't tried it before because usually I take the second option, which is to kick them out of your studio and they don't work for you anymore. And then they badmouth you and your reputation goes down. So like, I don't really need this yet. I'm going to go down and make people happy instead. I'm going to do that instead. Maybe they'll ask me to do it anyway. But I haven't yet had anyone ask me that question without having that research done. So I'm just going to avoid that research for now. And now that we have this other staff, I can bring this down low. I think we can just make this a little bit cheaper. Aha! Some thugs tried to beat up Jane Fisher, but the security agent managed to protect her. Ha ha ha! Suck it, Gernstein brothers. We protected her. All right, good. That's taken care of now. We don't need any security protection on her anymore. Okay. Searching for the silver dagger is still getting delayed. This is the Wendy Carpenter show. So the actor poured some alcohol into a trash can filled with paper and accidentally started a fire. Gabriel, you're 68 years old. You shouldn't be doing this stuff anymore. If I let him put it out himself, his loyalty goes down by 20. Or I have to pay $3,000. Nah, you're going to do it. You're going to take care of that, dude. All right, the script got a little bit better. Escaped from Springfield. And now our staff are leveling up. So when you do this, you have a choice. You can either add a speed up to the manager specifically, which is much more impactful, or you can attach it to the studio as a whole, and then it doesn't matter who's working here later because it stays, but it's only 1%. But it's passive. It's always on all the time. I'm going to do the speed up on this one. I think the future ones will be 1% on the production, on the whole place. Escape from Springfield will be, I don't know, here. Okay. Now, distribution-wise, we're going to set this one up to where it releases after a week before Christmas, right? So this is the bag. We know that. And we also know that a week before Christmas is going to release. I don't know if that's going to be a very good film. So I think I'd rather just put this right after it and not have to worry about a second roll here. I don't think I need to do that. So we'll just have cheap printing for this. And we'll just go with... Oh, hang on. I got to go back. Oh, hang on. I need to go back. Let's do this really quick. Can I go back? For advertising, we'll just do this. I want to go back and change things, though. Can I not do that? Let's try this. Hold on. Hold on. I don't have any theaters selected. Like, there's no shows. I said literally 0 showings. Like, why would I do... What the hell? Can I go back? I can't right click. I can't do anything. I guess I'll just hit apply, but I think I might have screwed it up. How do I... No. Oh, change right here. Okay. Oh. Apparently it auto selected it anyway, but that's good. But you have to go all the way through. Ugh. That was rough. Okay, anyway, so I have all the showings. 3,100. I guess I could maybe up this a little bit here, but it's really not that big of a deal. Like, I really don't think it's gonna matter. An extra 300 showings, I don't think it's gonna matter, but whatever, we'll just do it. And then I'll confirm that. Okay, Escape from Springfield had one scandal. This is David Gutman. He crawled out of his, he fell out of his apartment, right? And then he's crawling in the street and everything. We can take a reputation hit by just like apologizing for him. Or I could do absolutely nothing. Let the story take its course. Public may not like it, but at least my reputation stays. I'm going to do that. There are unresolved scandals which may affect the film's reception. Are you sure you want to finalize your plan? Yep, I'm going to do that. Because Escape from Springfield isn't really that big of a film anyway. If it was a really big film, then I'd say, okay, sure, let's take the hit. It's worth it. But this film is really not that big of a deal, so I don't care. It's fine. Okay, Silver Dagger, even more delays. Gabriel, you have a chronic kidney problem and a terrible abdomen pain. All right, well, I guess we'll stop for 10 days and let you recover. We're not in a hurry. We're doing this way early for Wendy Carpenter, so... Generous profanity is unlocked. Okay. I can make my Quentin Tarantino movies now with a generational conflict available as well. Cool. Okay, we got lots of stuff opening up here. Now we have access to the Silver Moon Cronus watch. So we can start getting some gifts to give people, make them a little happier. That's good. I want to get the whiskey. It doesn't really matter which one. They're both the same timeline, but the whiskey's more impactful than the cigars. So we'll get the whiskey first. At least in my experience, it has a little bit more weight to it as far as the effects. And then gifts, we can go into gifts from our services department and we can now order the cigars. Now, you have to be careful on how many you're ordering because if you get raided, these things get confiscated. So what I'm going to do is order like 5 of them. And then they come in like every 15 days, one arrives or something like that. So what I'm going to do is for some of these films that are in production, like right here. So Silver Dagger's in production, right? So I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna find an actor that's not doing really well. In this case, the antagonist is probably not doing really well, right? It's Gabriel. So I don't have the gifts yet. It hasn't arrived. I have to wait for the gifts to arrive first. I'm not sure when I'll know that other than just trying it out, but let's try it again. And okay, gifts are here. So I'm going to give Gabriel one of these watches, and that will raise his stats a little bit. At least he's not in the red anymore. And then I'm going to go over to our protagonist, our main actor. I'm going to give him a watch. I might bump him into a green. There we go. So hopefully his performance improves by doing this. And let's give Charlie one of the... I ain't giving Charlie shit. He ain't getting anything. All right, don't tell me what to drink. An anti-prohibition parade took place in Syracuse, a small city in New York State. The protest was organized by local activists after a series of news articles connected mass poisonings in different parts of the country. About 100,000 people took to the streets. One of the parade's organizers was the actor Francisco Gray. I am proud of the city where I was born and raised. I'm proud of the people who live here, said Francisco Gray in a comment to the USA Post. We organized this parade not because we're alcoholics who can't hear themselves away from the or tear themselves away from the bottle. This is a protest against the lies, against the killing, and destroying the economy of the United States. And we will win. And the perpetrators will go to prison. Okay. He seems pretty convinced he's on the right path of history there. I tend to agree with him a little bit there. But I know the future, so that doesn't count. Sets and props is done. With sets and props done. I think I still need one more thing to get that done, don't I? I don't think sets and props is enough. I think you have to have a little bit more. Hang on, let's find out. Nope, I can do it now. Okay, so Rotten Fates. We have all of these beautiful things. Yes, indeed. We can now have higher quality stuff for Rotten Fates. It's a better script. I want that to be done that way. Get the sound technology. Give him all the things. We now have medium props as well. It's nice. And producer. Ooh, you're not ready yet because the bag is still preparing for release. I have to wait for the bag. All right. I'm going to wait for the bag. 5 days, and then I can do that film. Protection is complete, and I can lift the security now. I don't need you there. All right, and that one's reduced now too. Very good. Beating up an extra is not something I want out in the public. All right, let's release the film. That's going to also free up that producer so that I can get this film. I want to get that other film started. We're at a C+ Kino mark. Yeah. Okay. And everyone gets a whole bunch of experience. Yes, yes, yes. All good things. We spent a total of $770,000 in the bag, but it turned out to be all right. So let's continue. And it is now playing in theaters. Okay, now that it is fully playing in theaters, can I please do Rotten Fates? We're almost there, guys. I just want to do the movie. B1. Yep, and we're going to do it all on a soundstage. There we go. And filming tech. There we go. Give them all the stuff. There we go. Producer. Why? I seriously have to wait for your distribution to be done for a producer? That's lame. It's lame. Okay. I don't know why you'd have to wait for distribution. It's in theaters. The producer can move on with his life. I don't know. I don't agree. It's fine. It's okay. Production. I've never been a producer for anything that's been to theaters, so perhaps there's like a lot that goes into that and that I just don't know of. That's not my area, man. Very limited experience. Production on Searching for the Silver Dagger is about to wrap. There's just one last big kiss scene on the collapsing bridge left to film. It's a dangerous stunt, very complicated. We're using Sergio the handyman for the stunt double. Sergio is brilliant, but, well, you know why they call him the handyman, right? I mean, usually it's no big deal. This is show business after all, but he'll be playing the scene with Wendy Carpenter. And I seem to recall you promised the mayor you'd keep all the girls' shots clean. We can't rewrite the scene. The whole film leads up to it. We're talking about the climax of the picture, and we can't film the stunt without Wendy. She's in the close-ups the whole time. I already asked around. The only stuntman besides Sergio who can handle a stunt like this is currently filming in France and won't be available for a month. And he charged a ridiculous price. What should we do? I could talk to Sergio, of course, but we've been through this before. He nods his head, but he just can't help himself. Okay, so I'm not going to spend $12,000 to get a replacement and wait for 30 days. I'm going to let this happen. I'm going to let this hope for the best. But I'm only going to do that confidently because I already know the future. So I know the game has replay value. I want the events in the game to be a bit less predictable, because everyone who plays this game is going to have a very similar experience with these events. They're going to be maybe a little different order, but the outcomes are almost always the same. So I'm hoping future versions of the game definitely have a bit more variety in that regard, is what I'm saying. All right, never back down. We could start this project. We totally could, or we could shelve it because I want to do Rotten Fates instead. Anyway, so the outcome of this. We shouldn't have worried about Sergio's hands. He didn't allow himself the slightest adventure. His behavior towards Wendy was the height of professionalism and courtesy, and they got along swimmingly. It turns out that Wendy studied dance for some years in a studio owned by Sergio's brother. Between takes, they talked endlessly, telling stories like old friends. Sergio performed all the stunts flawlessly. Glad to hear it. Okay, the bag is going to make money for me, hopefully. Rolling edits is done. That's a big deal. All right, so we could have... I'm thinking about, like... I think I want to go story elements now. Yeah, I could go script doctor, but I don't think it's really... I don't really care about that yet. So I think we're going to go... We're going to go 6 elements now, and I think it's not worth bumping that up. So 100 days to get 6 elements in our stories is fine. And now we have Sonotone available to us later too. Criminal gang. Okay, so this one's a little weird. So this one is an antagonist, but it requires 2 to 7 actors in an antagonist. So you can assign like a lot of different people to this if you want to. And it just makes it interesting because like story elements, usually it's like a single character, but that one is multiple people. I haven't used it yet, but I recognize it from when I was playtesting before. Okay, so searching for the silver dagger is now done, thankfully. Wendy Carpenter is now at 0.5. She definitely got some experience there. That's great. Quality of the film went up. It is actually a really good film. I mean, it's almost an 8 on the popcorn there. It's going to come down now with editing, but still, it's pretty good. I actually think I want to give my composer a watch because his stats have been pretty poor. And actually, I'm going to give Emma a watch as well, get her stats up just a little bit there. And then let's give them the best chance of success on that. All right. Script results for our newbie writer. He's still trying really hard. He's at a 1.7 now. He's doing his best, but his best is still not good enough. I am sorry, sir. Try again. Take this comedy. How funny are you, Richard? Give it a shot, man. All right, so the bag. Got 100% on the first week and the second week. Nice. Started to teeter off a little bit there, 82 and then 50. Set up distribution again. We already budgeted the time to run this a second time. And we're just going to make sure that we bring these numbers. Wow, I hit 0 on my keyboard and it literally won't let me delete that 1. That's weird. Oh, wait, sorry, it's this one. That's why. Okay. Go up here. Yeah, I thought I was doing the other slider, but no. Okay. That would have been a really bad way to do it. This is a much better way of doing it. So we show it 100% in our own theaters here, right? Only our own theater, so it costs us basically nothing, and the advertising is still prepaid up to for 3 weeks of this production too. So that one will keep going, and then when this is done, we can then do the rest of the stuff. Sarah is tired of looking at the same old LA sun. Oh, sorry, not Sarah. It's Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea said she was tired of looking at the same LA sun. Chelsea isn't real, but don't worry, I'm not crazy. I invented her specially so that I could push all of my vices onto her. An old friend taught me that trick. He and I, well, let's just say we have similar hobbies. Chelsea and I usually get along just fine, but she started screaming so loud that my head nearly exploded. So I'm going to go start wearing a blindfold. That'll teach Chelsea a lesson. Let her sit in the dark and think about her behavior. Could she let me go for 3 months? You can go forever. Bye. Not a fan of you, Sarah. You can go forever. I will let you take as many vacations as you want. I didn't pay you to be here. Somebody else did a long time ago. I could be using you in movies for free, but I'm fine with it. Goodbye. We're getting furry paws is being written for us. Interesting. Still can't get a good producer for this. I want to get another producer. It's fine. Let's find somebody else that would do Rotten Fates. Dewey, you're pretty cheap. Let's get you for I can get you for a couple movies. 58K. Yikes. How about we offer you some medical insurance? That's just worth 4K. Ugh. I mean, I could give you a watch too, but I like to use these for happiness, not for negotiating here. Fine. You know what? 2 movies for 58K. I mean, you're a really good producer, so we'll go with it. Fine. Okay, so back this out. You're my producer for this one. Director. 5.2 just doesn't seem like it's great for this, but I have 1 movie left for you. I would like to use that for... I'd honestly like to use that on a film that's more appropriate for you, but... You're a misogynist anyway. Helpless romantic. Needs to be a woman. I think this is probably a good role for you. You've been good at... You're not really good at romance stuff, though. It doesn't look like, anyway. Yeah, maybe Cleo instead. You're really good at... You're, like, known for this. So I think we're going to use Cleo for that instead. Yeah, exactly. It's in her established role. Rival. You could be the rival. Vanna, you could be the rival. Heck yeah. I need a director that's worthy of this. Like, we're using really high-end stuff here. Berto, the script's actually a little high for you. As a love interest, probably doesn't work for you very well. So, unfortunately, I don't really have a whole lot of choices here, unless I want to get real expensive. I don't have... You're not really... I guess you've been in a romance lately. Can I just... How much are you going to charge me for 1 movie, dude? Francisco, who has some star power behind him. 1 movie. How much? $61,000. All right, I will give you medical insurance, and hopefully you'll come down below 60. We'll pay 57K for you to be in Rotten Fates. All right. All right. Then you're my guy. So now I need a director that's worthy of these people. Winning the Beloved. I believe that's the theme, isn't it? Is that the theme on Rotten Fates? I think it is. Herman, I want you for a movie. I'm gonna give you health insurance too. I'm gonna give you health insurance, and you know, I think I'm gonna splurge a little bit. I'm gonna get you for 2 movies. I get a little bit of a per movie discount if I get you for 2, so kind of like a bulk order. Is Winning the Beloved? Star-crossed lovers, love triangle. It's not quite that, but you know, it's kind of the same thing. At least is a better director. I have people that are, yeah, gonna run that. All right, everything seems solid. Yep. I'm not sure why the budget's so low there. That seems silly. I did do all the stuff, right? The locations and everything. I did all those things. So I wish you could go back. I don't like how it locks you out. Like once you progress to the next stage, I should be able to go back and just look at what my options were, is what I would like to do. Because like right here, I can see locations 5 soundstage, but I can't see if it's like a 2-star soundstage or what. Like I can't see those things, just to make sure I pick the right ones. And I would like to have done that, but it's okay. It's gonna be fine. I want to make sure that, let's have you, Francisco Gray. Let's give you a watch. Get you up there for your performance, okay? Have fun, guys. Have fun with your rotten fates. And then I can use the bag's producer on the next film. Okay, so Charlie Pryor shot his neighbor's dog. Says the dog was barking all night and wouldn't let him sleep. Now the neighbor's wife is telling everyone that they live next to a maniac. Sooner or later, the story is going to reach a journalist. What should we do? I can ask the bootleggers to go kick her ass. I don't have access to the bootleggers yet. Fine, we'll pay the hush money. Ah, damn. What a jerk. End the distribution of the bag. Send it to the archive. It's another profitable film. Vivian wants to renegotiate. She's a 9.5 after all, but I'm gonna... God damn. I want a 9.5 actress. It's just, you're so expensive right now. But I have scripts that are to your caliber. Like I have 8.0s, 9 scripts right now. So yeah, we'll talk about it. Give me 2 movies. I'll give you medical insurance. I want 2 more movies out of you for 58. I wish I had the extended. I want like the extended medical insurance because it's worth more in the negotiation. I think it's worth 85 points instead of 40. Yes, everybody hates it. It's fine. It's not supposed to be good. It's really not designed to be a good movie. Goodbye. Okay, so is it going to make any money though? Because it's a crap movie. I think it actually will be profitable at some point. Searching for the Silver Dagger is now done with post-production. This is Wendy's movie. So Wendy's movie is now scheduled to be distributed. And we can get it to be, I think, ooh. Now, if I have Escape from Springfield go 2 runs, which I probably won't, because they're not great, but this one will run 2 runs. So this will hit it. It'll hit on Thanksgiving, or sorry, Halloween. Yeah, I think I won't do 2 runs there. This one's a 3.4. I probably will leave this off. Yeah, it's going to be this one instead. So we'll just do 1 week for this one, 1 week for this one, and then we'll extend this one. We'll plan on extending this one out more. So this one's going to have a little bit more money behind it. Okay, so for the 6.4, we want to go, let's say about there, should be good. 6.7 or so. Then for the second screenings here, we'll go, let's say 6,100. The next week, we'll bring it down to 5,500. And then after that, we'll bring it down to, let's say, 4,800. Try that. Get it printed. It can be printed slowly because we're extending it out. And then we'll put an advertising budget behind it. So we'll say probably start here and go all the way to Halloween. Okay. Now, this is a per week thing, so these things get really expensive really fast. So I'm going to say that Rotten Fates goes here. Young woman in America has at one point or another taken their cue from Velvet Gloss magazine and radio show. After all, it's the only place where people can speak openly and without embarrassment about women's problems and experiences. They have a sympathetic audience. So if this movie is targeting women, and I imagine it is, because the 2 lead characters are women and it's about their love story and their love triangle with a man. So I would think I want this. And then I think I can probably go 1 more. Neckline naturally. Yeah, probably not that one. Maybe this one here, but it's very expensive. So I end up putting 200 grand into marketing here. But it's not a bad film. I think we can still make money with it. We're going to spend a lot of money on marketing there, but I think it will pay for itself eventually, all the way back like weeks from now. But I think it'll work. Okay, cool. I think we're ready, right? Rotten Fates is Ready to go? Yep. We got the protagonist finding love. It's a good story element to have. And Rotten Fates, after filming, up to a 9.4 on the popcorn score. That's great. Yep. Actors and producers doing their thing. Let's start the production. Add security, of course. Let's not do the level 2, just in case we have a secret. I want to make sure I can cover up my secrets. There are no secrets right now, but there may be later in the future. So let's make sure we don't have any problems there. You have an outcast, someone rejected by their family or community. They're lonely and trying to figure out where they belong. I like that. There's definitely potential for some stories going that way. Okay, I am satisfied with our progress in this video. So, probably several videos. I just kept playing for like 3 hours. So come back for the next one. It's going to be exciting. Bye-bye.